Today I'll be talking about how to get your Hawaii State marriage license and some helpful tips. Before we jump into this video, if this is the first time we're meeting, my name is Kelly Sugano, and I started A Perfect Day Hawaii in 2002 with the goal of providing peace of mind through planning. There's nothing I enjoy more than knowing I'm helping someone to enjoy such a special time in their life, so let's get to it. So now you're probably wondering what needs to be done to make everything legal. Although the process is simple, it's important to do it correctly, and that's what we'll teach you today. The first thing I'd like to do is to introduce James Chun. James has been a part of the wedding industry since 1999 and has become one of our favorite officiants to work with. To learn more about his services, watch our video about officiants that you'll find in the description below. Before we get into the steps you'll need to follow, James, can you please let us know what the couples will need to apply for their license?
Sure, no problem. There's a few things you'll need when you get to the health department. They're going to ask you for a legal picture ID. That could be a driver's license or a passport or a state ID. You're going to have to make payment first, $65, and you can do that online before you get to the health department. You're going to have to go to the health department in person, and it'll have to be you and your fiance together. When you fill out the application, you're going to want to know your date and location. If you don't have that right away, or if you're unsure about it, you can leave that empty actually, and that can be filled in by the officiant after the marriage. The application will also ask for your parents' maiden name, or your mother's maiden name, your parents' birth dates, the chosen name for anybody who is changing their last name. It'll ask you for your declared last name. And both partners can choose to change their name nowadays, so you can go either way. And also, it'll ask for the name of the performer, which is your officiant that'll be doing your marriage.
Great, thank you so much, James. So now if you can take us step by step through the process.
So the process of getting your marriage license can be done online before you go to the health department. You're going to want to go to the website marriage.ehawaii.gov, and you'll reach this website here where it's asking you if you want to start the application, and it's going to tell you a little bit about what you need, and we're going to go through that right now. So let's click on Start Application. You can choose to do either a marriage or a civil union. I'm not going to get into the difference right now. Most likely you're going to want to do a marriage, but you can read the descriptions to see if you want to do a civil union instead. So let's click on marriage and continue. From there, you're going to fill out your information, standard name, birth date, social security number, that sort of thing. So once you've entered all your information, you'll just be asked to pay for a $65 fee. You can verify all your information on the website first, but if you get anything wrong, don't sweat it. You'll still have to meet with the marriage agent at the health department, and they'll go over with you all the information to make sure it's all correct.
So that's great, James. Now that they've applied, what's next?
Right after you've applied and they have your information, you'll need to make an appointment to go down to the health department, or sometimes they take walk-ins as well. The health department on Oahu is at 1250 Punch Bowl Street. You'll need to bring with you your receipt, which contains your locator ID. And the health department is open Monday through Fridays, 8 o'clock to 2 p.m., sometimes 4 p.m., Monday through Friday, excluding federal and state holidays, of course.
Okay, great. So James, are there any sort of guidelines or rules as to when they should go down?
Generally, I would say you would want to go down there before 12 p.m. Then you're more likely to get an appointment. If you have an appointment, no problem. But if you want to do a walk-in, before 12 o'clock would be the best scenario. After that, they get busy, lunchtime and after that, and sometimes they may even close early if they're not busy. So before 12 would be best.
So James, I believe couples can't apply too early. Is that correct as well?
A couple can apply for their marriage license online up to 1 year before they get married. The key is that you don't want to pick up your marriage license too early. So you want to wait within a 30-day period of your marriage. So if you're getting married, let's say January 1st, you want to pick up your marriage license around December, because the day that you pick up your marriage license, that's when the 30-day countdown begins. So if you pick up your marriage on December 15th, you have 30 days from December 15th to get married. So around January 15th-ish.
Great. So what can couples expect when they get to their appointment and when they leave as well?
When you guys get to the health department to check with the marriage agent over your application, they're going to ask you a few questions about your information that you filled out. You're going to take an oath with the marriage agent and verify that everything you're saying is true. And then once you're done with that, they'll give you a marriage license. Really, they just want to make sure you are who you say you are and that you're not related also.
Great. Okay, so when they take that document with them to the ceremony, is that when they get their legal license after the ceremony, or when will they get that document?
When you meet with a marriage agent, what they're giving you is a license to get married, but you're not married. You still have to go and get married with an officiant. After you've met with an officiant, had your wedding, then you will receive a marriage certificate, a certified marriage certificate, in about 2 to 4 weeks. They'll mail that to you. However, if you want to get a temporary copy sooner than that, you can download one after just 3 business days. Also, if you want to get a certified copy before the 2 to 4 weeks, you can go back to the Vital Records Department, which is right next to the health department, and you can ask them to print you a certified marriage certificate for a small fee.
Great. So, okay, James, as you know, we have a lot of couples that don't live here coming in to get married. So what happens if a couple comes here, but they're not able to go to the Department of Health during their business hours?
There are marriage agents who work outside of the health department. There are various places. Sometimes they're in hotels, sometimes they're in military bases. Some of them actually work out of businesses as well. So you'd have to contact the health department's website and look for a list of agents that work outside of marriage office hours.
Great, thank you. So, being that you've been in the wedding world for so long, I'm sure you've come across some myths and things like that. Do you have any that you might want to clear up, or any helpful tips to share with couples?
Sure, absolutely. One of the things that people ask all the time are if blood tests are still required. Answer is no. Also, if you're getting married in Hawaii, you must have a Hawaii marriage license. You can't use a marriage license from another state.
Great. If you use the link in the description below to sign up for our newsletter, you'll also have access to the link that will take you straight to the Hawaii State Marriage License application and the link to make an appointment with the Department of Health. I'd also like to thank all the vendors who helped to make this video possible, so I'll list the links in the description below. Planning a wedding shouldn't be stressful, and I'm here to help. If you use the link in the description below to sign up for our newsletter, we will notify you when the new videos go live, and you'll be directed to a link to download free templates and documents to follow along with our videos. I'd also love to hear from you, so please comment below what you'd like us to discuss, or for more tips and ideas, check us out on social media accounts on Instagram or Facebook at A Perfect Day Hawaii, or on our website www.aperfectdayhawaii.com. Happy planning!